On the calm afternoon of December 5, 1945, 5 U.S. Navy torpedo bombers, collectively known as Flight 19, took off from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The sky was clear, the sea tranquil, and the mission routine. A navigation training flight over the Bahamas and back. The squadron leader, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, was an experienced pilot. Each plane was fueled, armed, and filled with trainees. There was no reason to expect anything unusual. Yet, just a few hours later, all 5 aircraft vanished without a trace. No wreckage, no survivors, no explanation. To this day, the disappearance of Flight 19 remains one of aviation's most confounding mysteries. What makes this story even more chilling is what came through the radio before the silence. Distress calls from Flight 19 painted a picture of confusion and dread. "Everything looks strange, even the ocean," one voice said. "We can't find west. Everything is wrong. We can't be sure of any direction. Even the ocean doesn't look as it should." Lieutenant Taylor himself, the commanding officer of the flight, sounded disoriented. His compass was failing, and he reported that they had become lost. He thought they were over the Florida Keys, far off course. His voice was calm at first, but as hours passed and fuel ran low, his tone turned desperate. Then silence, in response to their last radio transmission. A PBM Mariner rescue plane was dispatched with 13 men on board. Within 20 minutes of takeoff, the rescue plane also vanished. Gone, without a single scrap of debris ever found. In total, 6 aircraft and 27 men disappeared that day. Was it human error? Instrument malfunction? A massive storm? Or something more mysterious? The official Navy report was as confused as the public. Initially, they blamed Taylor for the loss, suggesting he had become disoriented and led his squadron astray. But under pressure from his family and fellow officers, the report was changed to cause unknown. And so the legend was born. The region where Flight 19 vanished is known today as the Bermuda Triangle, a vast stretch of ocean bordered by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. Over the years, dozens of planes and ships have disappeared in the area, some under similar mysterious circumstances. This triangle became a symbol for the unexplained, a place where the rules of nature seem to bend or break entirely. Some say it's magnetic anomalies that throw off navigation instruments. Others claim there are freak waves or underwater methane eruptions. More imaginative theories involve portals to other dimensions, time warps, and even alien abductions. Flight 19 is at the center of all of them. Flight 19 consisted of 5 Grumman TBM Avenger torpedo bombers, rugged and reliable aircraft that had served in World War II. The flight plan was straightforward. Fly east for 56 miles to Hens and Chicken Shoals to practice bombing runs, then proceed further east for navigation exercises, and finally return home. The entire mission was expected to take about 3 hours. All seemed normal until the second leg of the trip. Flight 19 radioed in. Their compasses were not working, and they were unsure of their location. Despite attempts by flight control to guide them back, Taylor insisted they were over the Gulf of Mexico and needed to head northeast. It's believed he was actually east of Florida, over the open Atlantic. As the sun set and the weather worsened, confusion deepened. Taylor's last known words were haunting. "All planes close up tight. We'll have to ditch unless landfall. When the first plane drops below 10 gallons, we all go down together." Then nothing. The massive search effort that followed involved hundreds of ships and aircraft, covering over 250,000 square miles of ocean. Not a single piece of wreckage was ever recovered. Even today, the mystery endures. In 1991, 5 Avenger bombers were found off the coast of Florida. Some believed Flight 19 had finally been discovered, but serial numbers proved otherwise. The Bermuda Triangle has claimed many others. Flight DC-3 in 1948, a cargo ship named SS Marine Sulphur Queen in 1963, and a Piper Navajo in 1971, among others. But Flight 19 remains the Triangle's crown jewel of mystery. Skeptics argue that there's nothing mysterious about the area at all, that the number of disappearances is proportional to the heavy traffic in the region, and that most incidents can be explained by storms, human error, and bad luck. But believers point to the eerie similarities: compasses failing, sudden weather changes, radio silence, and a haunting sense of disorientation. Why was the rescue plane also lost? Why has no debris ever surfaced? And why did experienced pilots, trained in war, suddenly act like they were trapped in a dream? Perhaps the most chilling theory of all is this: maybe Flight 19 didn't crash. Maybe it crossed into something else. A rift in space-time. A dimension beyond ours. A loop that swallowed them whole. We may never know. And maybe that's the point. Because some mysteries weren't meant to be solved. They were meant to remind us that, even in an age of science and satellites, the unknown still holds power. That the sky above and sea below still keep their secrets. And Flight 19? It's still out there. Somewhere. Waiting.